What if you could take one long format video and turn it into 10 short format videos in under 5 minutes? I just built an AI system that does exactly that, and I'm gonna show you how it works by building one from scratch. Here's what the system actually does. I feed in any YouTube video URL and it automatically generates Instagram posts, LinkedIn posts, and even generates the captions, timestamps, hashtags, and can even post the posts for you on your social media channel. The entire process is completely automated, and posts that used to take 20 minutes to be edited manually are now automatically generated within minutes with higher engagement rates and better formatting. Content creators are paying agencies between $1,000 and $2,000 a month for this service because manually repurposing is too time intensive and too expensive. But here's the thing. You don't need to pay those prices. I'm going to build this entire system live with you right now, and I'll show you every step of my process, and I'll give you everything you need to either automate your own content or sell this as a service. By the end of this video, you'll have a content system that runs in the background and fills your content calendar for weeks to come. Now, quick note, if you want this exact AI system for yourself, then be sure to stick around to the end of the video where I'll explain how you can install this system for yourself in minutes and even start selling it to your clients. Let's dive in. So I'll quickly explain how the system works so you understand what it does step by step. And then from that point on, I'll do a live execution. So I'll show you what happens in between each step, and I'll show you the end result afterwards where all the reels are generated in a list format. You can either hand that list to one of your assistants, VAs, or social media marketing manager, or you can download all the reels from the big list and import them yourself inside your social media channel of preference. Now, the system has two different steps. Step 1 is scrape and send, which picks the long format video from your YouTube channel and then sends it to an AI, a reel creator that will start processing the long format video, chopping it up inside the interesting sections, adding captions, snippets, for stock footage on the background, so it becomes an engaging reel. That reel is then stored inside a Google Sheet down here. Once it has been generated, it will send the signal to this webhook. This webhook will capture the signal from the short format generator, and it will then be looped over all the reels, and all the reels will get their own slot inside the sheet, even doing some caption generation with the OpenAI API. The tool we use to generate the reels with is called Vizard, which is a short format video generator, same as Opus Clip is, for example, where Vizard, I feel like, has more cohesive short form videos. It generates with more background. Sometimes a short form video is not that good because you don't really know what the video is about. You don't know the prior context to the short form video. I feel like Vizard has more context and more like a storyline inside the short form videos it generates. So at scrape and send, let's start and execute the workflow so you can see what happens and where the videos are fetched from. So once I click execute workflow, this RSS read starts, which is connected to one of my playlists inside my YouTube profile. It then limits the export to only 2 items. You can change this to whatever way you feel is needed. So you can change this to whatever limit you want. You can also export the last 10 videos, for example. Then you might run out of tokens in Vizard. So it then sends the long format video to Vizard using your own Vizard API key. It sends the video URL down here. And with this video URL, Vizard can start the creation of the short form videos. Let's execute the workflow. So it's just sent the long form video to Vizard. So if I go into my Vizard projects and I refresh this, should see that one project is now processing. It wasn't processing before. I've connected it to my case studies folder up here. This is a pretty long format podcast style video recorded with one of my clients last week, over 38 minutes, and it should see around 30 to 40 reels being generated from this. So the way you can change this RSS feed is by changing the playlist ID at the end. The playlist ID is an ID you can get by going to the playlist you want to include, clicking here in the URL bar, and then copying this code after list. So it knows that it just needs to target this playlist. So if you want to generate reels from just any YouTube video on your profile and then it will pick the most recent one, you can go inside the RSS read and you can add this link instead of the link that's currently in there, which targets the channel ID. And then over here at the end, you'll paste in your channel ID. The channel ID you can get by going to your profile, clicking in the URL bar and by copying this code at the end after channel. So the moment you paste that in here and then execute the workflow, it will get the 2 most recent videos of your profile and it will start generating reels from those videos. So what happens now? Because Vizard is processing these clips and I can click this open, I can see that it's probably already starting to generate the reels. It will take around 3 minutes right now. And once Vizard is done with generating those reels, it will send a notification to my webhook, which I've set up here. A webhook is basically a short URL where you can send a ping and some data to. I've set that up over here inside the API, which is my webhook it will ping to. It will fetch that. It will retrieve the Vizard project that has been run. It will split out the information and loop over the different reels that have been split out here. So every single reel will have a caption, and then that caption, along with some other more basic reel information such as project ID, reel transcript, will all be saved inside of this Google spreadsheet. We'll then wait for a second before it will do the next reel. So at the end of running this whole workflow, you'll have a spreadsheet that has all the videos in a big list. You can see that I've already started posting some when I tested this. So you can then download these videos in this list by clicking on it and it will download the video from Vizard. You can then add in the caption from here and add in the tags it also generated for you. The score in the middle is also a pretty interesting one, which is the virality score that Vizard gives one of these reels. So the reel with a 10 is most likely to go viral. I've tested this, works great. A couple of my reels already reached 1,000 views or more, and it didn't take me any time to create them. Awesome. So Vizard has just completed generating all the clips. You can take a look at it here. When we click on it, we can see that it exported all of the clips from this list. It generated 40 reels in total from this around 40-minute long video, and it imported all these videos inside the spreadsheet as well, so I can easily download them from here and start uploading them to YouTube. Now that you have seen exactly how this workflow works, I'll show you how you can install this system for yourself and start selling it to your clients or using it to automate your content generation. So once you imported this n8n workflow inside your account in a new project, there are a couple things you have to do in order to get it up and running for yourself. There's a pretty extensive documentation up here and up here, so you'll know what to do step by step, but I'll walk you through it right now as well. A couple things to adjust in the scrape and send are the YouTube channel ID, the Vizard credentials, and then deactivate the limit node when you want to go live. So it keeps running and keeps getting all your long format videos from YouTube and creating reels from that. So your spreadsheet with your shorts database always is getting filled with new reels you can then post on your socials. So the YouTube channel ID is the first thing you have to change. So you open up this node and then over here you paste in your channel ID. You can get that by going to your profile, and in the URL bar you can copy this code and paste it in here so it gets the videos from your profile. The Vizard credentials is something you need to import as well. It's a Vizard API key. You can go to vizard.ai, create your own account here, and you do need to pick the creator plan, which is the middle plan, as this also has API access. 600 credits a month, it's more than enough. I've generated, let's see how many reels I've generated so far. 150 reels so far, and I've only used not even half of the credits. To get your API key, once you've created your profile, you go to your workspace up here, press API, Then you can copy your API key from here. Paste it in here. And then you can click execute workflow and it will pick the videos from your profile and send them to Vizard. So once you set up your scrape and send, so Vizard can get your long format videos and generate the reels from it, you have to set up the second part, which is to capture the generated reels and save them inside your own Google database. So you can then run other actions on them. For example, run VO3 actions on it to actually see if a reel is, for example, a talking head like this, or if there's actually screen shared as well. I've noticed personally that the screen sharing shorts, which I've posted here as well, you can see, they don't do that well because they're very messy. But just the talking head reels like this one, you can see the small difference in views as well, is way better for short format. So if you want to, you can even extend this project with VO3. It can see what the reel is about and then filter out the bad ones and the good ones. So you can really zone down and only get reels that have a virality score of higher than 8 or 9, for example, which is in here. Quality over quantity on this part. So a couple things you have to set up in order for this to work is to get the Google Sheets templates by clicking this link. You can then adjust the Vizard credentials, which is the HTTP request. We'll do that in a second. Then you can change the file ID here on the Google Sheet, so it will know where to store your reels. One part I didn't mention here, but I'll put here as well. Is to add in your ChatGPT API key in here for it to start generating the captions of your reels and adding them to the sheet. To get your webhook URL, you click on this webhook, note, copy the production URL, and that is the one you then paste into Vizard by going into Workspace, API. Then here there will be a webhook field where you can paste in your webhook code and save it. So every time a project is finished, this webhook will get a ping and then n8n will know to start this flow over here. In the Retrieve Vizard project, you also have to paste in your own API key again, but you just have that up here already. So that's no big deal. You have that in a second. In the OpenAI node, add in your credentials to connect your account with up here. And then once you've copied here the Google Sheets template, then connect that same template here as well as Shorts database from your own drive. And there you have it. You're good to go. Everything's connected. Just make sure to save your project and test it out a couple times to see what kind of results you get from Vizard. Now to get that exact n8n workflow, just click the first link in the description to download the full JSON template you can import inside your own n8n project and get started with editing the nodes for yourself. So that's exactly how you can build an AI system that turns one long format video into weeks worth of real content in under 5 minutes. Now you have everything you need to automate your content creation process and stop spending 20 hours a week on creating content yourself. Like I said before, building out this workflow yourself means figuring out all the technical connections yourself, debugging the workflows when they break, and troubleshooting all bugs and issues at 2 AM once your workflow breaks. So that's exactly why I've done the heavy lifting for you. You can just click the first link in the description to get this AI ready to import template in n8n so you can start up this workflow in the next 10 minutes. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.